Hello everyone and welcome to Panda Talks Football. So Juventus just had a 1-0 victory over Genoa in the debut match of Igor Tudor. Tactically it was a good match and losing to Genoa it actually made no sense even though Tudor just arrived because last time Juventus lost against this club was in 1991. So talking about the lineup, the tactics and the formation, it was actually similar to what Xavi Hernandez practiced at Barcelona in his 23 to 24 season. Not only that, even this was the same formation which Pep Guardiola utilized in the Manchester City's treble-winning season of 22 to 23. This setup of having four men in the midfield, two attacking midfielders, actually interiors right behind the striker, who were Canon Yildiz and Coop Miners, and then a double pivot of Locatelli and Khepren Thuram. While there were three centre backs, Gatti, Renato Vega, as well as Kelly, but it was surprising not to start Kalulu in that three-man defense. While on the wing we had two players, two wing backs controlling the whole wing throughout the game. On right side it was Nico Gonzalez, while on the left it was Weston McKennie. While talking about individually about the players, Canon Yildiz, what a game, what a player, man. I just watched a potential of one of the best player in the world. An incredible goal. Might be a contender of goal of the year, as well as his dribbling. He was just untouchable tonight. One of the best games for him in Juventus shirt. But as much as Yildiz impressed us tonight, the other players in the attacking output was so disappointing. Coop Miners, and he just dropped a stinker again. Even Mota's exit could not even fuel the energy into him. The moment he left Atalanta, I feel like this man just forgot how to even play football. While on the other side, we had Dusan Vlahovic, our striker. And it's safe to say Vlahovic did nothing right tonight. His shooting was awful. Despite being more than a 6 feet, 25 years old man, he was shooting the ball like a 10 years old kid. No power, no accuracy. Not only that, his positioning sense, even they were awful. He failed to meet many of the crosses coming into the box. And I'm really surprised, despite his underwhelming performance, why did Tudor not utilize Kolo Muani? Because if Vlahovic keeps playing like this, you cannot move on, play a football match with such a striker. But anyways, talking about the intensity and the press of the players, I would say that in the first half, it was not that good, but in the second half, the intensity was incredible. But you cannot rely and you cannot base the judgment on a single game because it might be a new manager energy as of today. We gotta wait to see how the Juventus progresses under Tudor. And the last thing to talk about was today's midfield, that double pivot in which Thuram as well as Locatelli were playing, and I must say Thuram was actually quite convincing. He was a powerhouse, he won many balls, he was so good, but on the other side, Locatelli, his passing was awful, man. One thing I realized was that you need some creativity in that midfield, and both of your double pivots, they were not good. I feel like Locatelli should actually be dropped from this midfield, and we need a more creative option. Somebody who can give the passes. Unnecessary creativity is needed in the midfield, which was seriously missing today. Well, anyways, that was all for today. I hope you liked the video and subscribe to the channel Juventus Fan.